Hello everyone. Today we will talk about the massive massacre that occurred in 2001 and shook Nepal from its core. It is said that the best lies were always mixed with the truth. Well, here we are emphasizing on the details of the massacre. The Nepalese royal massacre occurred on 1st June 2001 at a house on the grounds of the Narayan Hitti Royal Palace. During a mass shooting, 9 members of the royal family were killed. It is said that a party or monthly reunion dinner of the royal family was being held in the house. King Birendra of Nepal and Queen Aishwarya were dead as well. According to a government appointed inquiry team, Prince Dipendra was the major culprit of the massacre, though he had shooted himself and had slipped into coma. After his father's death, he was declared as the King of Nepal when he was in coma. After 3 days, he died in the hospital without regaining consciousness. After Dipendra's death, Birendra's brother Gyanendra became the King of Nepal. Talking about the event, on 1st June 2001, Crown Prince Dipendra opened fire at a house on the grounds of the Narayan Hitti Royal Palace, the residence of the Nepal monarchy, where a party was being held. He shot and killed his father, King Birendra, his mother, Queen Aishwarya, and 7 other members of the royal family, including his younger brother and sister, before shooting himself in the head. As most of the line of succession had been wiped out, he became the king while he was in coma from the head wound. There are various theories that gained popularity after the massacre, but the motive for the murder is still unknown. One of the most widely circulated rumor is that Prince Dipendra was angry over a marriage dispute. Dipendra wanted to marry Devyani Rana, who is the daughter of Pashupati Shamsher, Jung Bahadur Rana. Mr. Rana is a member of the Rana clan, against which the Shah dynasty have a historic hatred. The Rana clan had served as the hereditary prime ministers of Nepal with the title Maharaja until 1951, and the two clans have a long history of intermarriages. It has also been speculated that the reason for the marriage dispute over Dipendra's choice of wife was that the royal family had a position that the crown prince should not marry someone having relatives in India like Devyani did. Moreover, Devyani Rana's mother was of Gwalior royal lineage, and it was not considered impressive by the Nepal royal family. Not just that, Prince Dipendra had also dated Supriya Shah, who was the granddaughter of Queen Mother Ratna's own sister. Queen Aishwarya, though, initially opposed the relationship due to family ties and the view that Supriya would be incompetent as a queen, as to which expressions by the queen were heard by an aide, nevertheless favored Supriya over Devyani Rana since an unwanted political alliance. Because of various controversies that surround the situations, even today with the monarchy abolished, there are many questions that remain unanswered. Various unanswered questions are still creating a thing on every individual's mind, such as lack of security at the event, absence of Prince Gyanendra from the party, who was Dipendra's uncle, and the fact that, in spite of being right handed, Dipendra's head wound was located at the left temple and 2 bullets were found to be lodged in the temple instead of one. Another twist in the story is that the investigation lasted for only 2 weeks and did not involve any major forensic analysis. The investigation was done after Scotland Yard had actually offered to carry out a forensic investigation. Not have been charged with murder had he survived. A full investigation took place and Dipendra was found to be responsible for the killing. More than 100 people, including eyewitnesses and palace officials, guards, and staff, who were there when Dipendra had carried out the massacre. A large number of critics and Nepalese, both inside Nepal and abroad, disputed the official report because many facts and evidence reported by the investigation team seemed inconsistent in many aspects. A close aide of Dipendra when he was prince said of Dipendra, "He can give up the throne for the sake of his love, but he can never do this kind of thing." ideas claimed on the throne himself. His rise to the throne would have been possible only if both of his nephews, Dipendra and Nirajan, were eliminated. Moreover, Gyanendra and especially his son Prince Paras were very unpopular with the public. On the day of the massacre, he was in Pokhara, whereas other royals were attending a dinner function. His wife Komal, Paras, and daughter Prerna were in the room at the royal palace during the massacre. While the entire families of Birendra and Dipendra were killed, nobody in Gyanendra's family died. His son escaped with slight injuries, and his wife sustained a life threatening bullet wound, but she survived. This is one of the saddest days in the history of Nepal. We hope you liked our video. Thank you.